Hello there, everyone. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and it's time to hit up another challenge. These challenges aren't going to clear themselves, and I figure I'll take one of these slightly easier ones. And before you say anything, yes, that rate of fire is accurate. But I mean, look what I have going on here. It's 100 damage. It's too good. It's just too good. The whole point of this challenge is that you have a very slow rate of fire, but basically what you hit is going to die. See? Pretty much how this entire challenge works. It's a lot like slow roll except for with a bounty tier. And I think if I place it here, I was hoping I would get the secret room, but oh well. That might be a bit of a misnomer. There might not even be a secret room. So, that having been said, we now have the gist of this challenge explained. See? Easy. Yeah, that'll work. There's no reason to wait. Let's just move. After all, this challenge ain't gonna clear itself. Beautiful. Apologies if I'm a little quiet. I'm just a bit on the sleepy side. After it's getting to be summer in Minnesota, and for some reason, summer in Minnesota is hot. Not as hot as it is in other parts of the country, though, I'm well aware. I'm basically just going straight up first world problems here. These are things that I understand, but it doesn't change... What the hell? No, I'm good. I'd like to be able to predict what my shot is gonna do, kind of. There we go. Oh, and a bomb. Hold on, what can I use this for? Okay, well, didn't think I'd be able to get that. And I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say that this is the secret room. Ooh, I'm good. Well, that's galling. I want to get that stone chest, but I need another bomb first. I also can't take a hit if I want to get some devil room access. And that's another thing I need a bomb for, so stop giving me keys. Pick up the matchstick. Start giving me bombs. Hey guys, come up here. There we go. Alright, what's more important, the tinted rock or the stone chest? Obviously the tinted rock to protect Devil Deal access. Oh, it's so good. So much fun. Also, I just realized this is a long challenge. This is going straight to the end. Not that anything is really going to be that challenging during this challenge. Lump of coal's just going to make things all that much easier. And for some reason, I'm now reminded of Chester Cheetah. It ain't easy being cheesy. Isn't it, though? Is it really that difficult to be cheesy? One would think that that at some point or another you've had enough practice at being cheesy. So at some point, yeah, it gets easier being cheesier. I'm sorry, I just don't agree with you, Chester. Probably should have bought the card, but oh well. I am already pretty much indestructible, I may as well just be even more indestructible. Now, when he says that, I do have to wonder, is it literally just the act of having cheese on your face, or is he talking about, like, you know, the room levels of cheesiness? Like, you know, not taking things too seriously. Or rather, taking things overly seriously and just doing such a horrible job at interpreting them that's... Well, that's enough shots at Tommy Wiseau. Let's take shots at something that I'm actually not too fond of.
Friends till the end.
Well, what would that be? Well, in this case, how about the movie Dark Phoenix? Man, I can't tell you how disappointed I was to see what that turned into. Now, full disclosure, I have not seen the movie, so it is possible that some of the things that I'm going to complain about aren't necessarily in the film, but I doubt it. It's already received quite a bit of news coverage. I have no reason to think that all the news I've seen about that movie is a complete lie. Good morning, birds. How you doing? They're just listening to me record right now. They can be so sweet when they want to be. Tweet. Tweet, tweet. Come on. There we go. Alright, there, perfect. It's the one thing that's difficult about this challenge is that you can only have one tier on screen at a time. Ah, that was fun, just DVD logo the room. Woo! So, probably the most disappointing thing about the movie isn't necessarily the woke as fuck message that it's going with that whole ex-women line. And in case you don't know, there's a point in which Mystique, although I don't think it's really Mystique considering that she's not blue, she's not even really a decent character anymore. Let's just call her what she is, Jennifer Lawrence. Just goes up to Xavier and gets into an argument with him, and then starts talking some shit. Oh, please give me the mind. I like this idea. And then fighting the Angel is more like firing a shot and running around for a second, so... And yeah, we'll go straight Angel Room. So here's my question. Is this going to be worth it? I don't think my tier rate can actually improve. I think it's stuck at 150, so I'm just going to call it good. Reason I don't want to take that is because I don't necessarily want my shot speed to decrease. Part of what makes this challenge work is that your tier has to travel around to get work done. If it's traveling even slower, well, that just creates issues. So Jennifer Lawrence just goes up to Xavier, often played by James McAvoy in the film, and they start having a little spat, and then she says something along the lines about how the women are always saving the men, and that it should be called ex-women instead. Probably the best part about that line is just that indignant glare of frustration that he gives her, which very much mirrors my own, I might add. Okay, shop is this way. Now, I don't understand what made her think that was a good line to put in the movie. But I mean, apparently it's something that Marvel's producers agree on, seeing as they seem to think that there's no reason why it should be called X-Men anymore. Because, yeah, that was the thing that was always the most important about the X-Men series, was the gender of the characters. And that was the thing that I always felt the most gratified by, is that it was X-Man! This is sarcasm, by the way, for those who can't pick up on that. X-Men was never about a gender. And there's plenty of topics that you can tackle with the X-Men license to begin with. You don't have to make it about feminism. Like, seriously, Karen, can we just cut the shit on this at this point? Not everything has to be about female empowerment. Yeah, I think most people would agree that women are more empowered than men in this day and age. At least in this country. Hey, we're not working under Sharia law or anything. And I'm sorry, but the horrible, evil patriarchy? Yeah, it doesn't exist. So we can stop with that now. I've got a lot of health. Let's put it to good use. Not only do I have a lot of health, I also have Humbling Bundle. There we go. And maybe you can give me something good. But I really felt like that particular line, like if nothing else, yeah, I'll take Bumpo. If nothing else comes out of the Dark Phoenix movie, I'm hoping that we all can come to an agreement that that sort of passive-aggressive shot at the X-Men title was not necessary. The fact of the matter is, X-Men to me was always about separatism and racism and segregation. To say that it's a legacy title that no longer means anything or shouldn't have any meaning, it's really just ultra disrespectful to what X-Men stood for. It's not X-Man. It's not about that. There's no patriarchy involved in naming it X-Men. There really isn't. You know what X-Men is about? You know, I just said it. I'm just repeating myself at this point, but I'm going to say it again. It's about racism. It's about segregation. It's about fear of the unknown. And the reason why it was called X-Men was because of the gene's X factor. Oh, okay. That actually is going to make the challenge a lot easier. Yes, giant, ethereal, piercing, bouncy tier, please. Come on, DVD logo. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Oh, come on. Stop right in front of him. So it's not like ideas like the ones that they're bandying about in Dark Phoenix have never been talked about before. It's that the whole idea of putting a gender to it was completely unnecessary. Or are you trying to tell me that there was no such thing as a strong female character in X-Men? But let's tackle things one issue at a time. First of all, let me bomb this shopkeep to get a better chance at an angel room. Maybe we'll get something cool like Godhead. Maybe. And at this point, it's more of a pipe dream than anything else, but hey, it'd be nice. This challenge is already easy as piss. Might as well just take all the rest of the challenge out of it. Flat in your face! Bumbo, you start taking the money. I'm not going to need it much longer. Get the other one. Damn. You know, Bumbo, I kind of wanted the luck upgrade, though. You can leave those behind. I want those. Defy physics. Get that coin, buddy. So basically what we have now is an X-Men movie where even the word man is a villainous thing. And is that what society has come to? Is that what I'm supposed to understand? That just the act of having a Y chromosome is the worst thing in the world? I'd also like to point out that this is nothing that any single one of us has any control over. You don't have control over whether you have an X and a Y chromosome or two X chromosomes. You really don't. And that's, again, an issue that was sort of tackled in X-Men, because none of the mutants had any control over how they were born. Oh, that was a good dodge. Not that I did it consciously, but it was good. That was a bad dodge. There is a difference. It's just crazy now that we're living in a time where there's such heavy persecution and anger over something as simple as the circumstances of our birth. Like, is this really the world we want to live in? Where now we can't even have movies about fantastical mutant beings without having to call into question the use of the word man? Like, seriously, come the fuck on with this. Is this really the best thing any of you people have to do with your time? Whatever, I'll just use it. Just get it out of my face. Maximum Bumbo! What the hell? Okay, it would have been nice to know that I was an I'm drowsy, but at least I've identified it now. But let's quickly go over that point. The men are always saving, the women are always saving the men around here. Well, the last time we saw those characters was in, what was it, X-Men First Class, or Apocalypse actually, where the character saying that, Mystique, I'll save this till next floor, was actually getting ruined by Apocalypse and had to be saved by you know, Xavier and Quicksilver. Oh, I'm sorry, are they men? Were they just saving you? Oh, it kind of invalidates your point, doesn't it, fake-ass Mystique? By the way, the reason why I say fake-ass Mystique is because Jennifer Lawrence hates the Mystique makeup, and you know what? I get that. It is not easy makeup to wear. It is, in fact, very difficult makeup to wear, and I acknowledge that. But the previous person to take the role, Rebecca Romijn, what was it, Rebecca Romijn? I think that's who the previous holder of the role of Mystique was. She had no problem wearing the makeup. She did it gladly because that was how the character worked. Did I just completely ruin the challenge? Well, admittedly, this does make the challenge a lot harder. And what do we have here? Anything that'll make my run more fun? Well, actually, yes, kind of. Because I did screw things up with Tech X, I am now going to make it right with the finger. So when I do get a Tech X shot off, it's very powerful, but the idea is getting off a Tech X shot is very difficult right now. Why I use the finger. Alright, where is the other target? Bumbo, where is it? Alright, cool. Okay, so between Bumbo and Finger, that's just kind of how I have to do this run now, because I screwed up. Actually, it's kind of fun. It's carrying things. Can't even see her. Ow. Not really worried about my health. I'm taking things out. Oh, there you are. Alright, just keep pointing at Pin. There we go. Alright, blast assist. As said, this is kind of fun. If only Finger were this useful in the regular game. Oh, I'm a dummy. Cool. Alright. Alright, yeah, this is fun. I can deal with this. Definitely take Polydactyly. Ooh, it comes with a 1 makes you small and a speed upgrade. Yeah, I'm down for a speed upgrade. What is this?
Range down.
1 doesn't matter. Okay, got it. Come on. Give me my winnings, you bastard. Sorry, Bumbo, but you don't need coin anymore. Alright, cool. Now, and I'm having a lot of fun with this run, make no mistake, but as much fun as I'm having with it, don't think I'm going to do Hush. I normally don't mind fighting Hush, but this is one run where I don't want to do it just because of how badly I screwed up with Tech X. That having been said, I have no doubt I could do it. Just really get the feeling that after screwing up that badly, I shouldn't, tempt fate. It's great. All I have to do is point in their direction, and they just die. Mostly out of shame, but probably also because there's an invisible laser between me and the wall, and anything that gets caught in between those 2 points is just toast. Oh, retrovision, perfect, just what I needed. Hey. He walked right through my finger. Did you see that? He just walked right through it. Boner heart. Great. Actually, I don't even mean that sarcastically. Bone hearts are a very good form of protection. Oh, I didn't want to increase my shot speed. Crap. We'll definitely take the wafer. We'll definitely bomb you. And now we can do Mega Satan if we want, on a challenge run even. And this run just keeps getting crazier and crazier. To be fair, I don't have a lot left to say about Dark Phoenix. The movie itself, by the way, now that I have the wafer, I might just do Hush just for fun. Make this a slightly longer run, but why not?
Lemon party.
Chariot. What happened to my... I don't know what happened to my Hangman card, but oh well, Chariot is more useful anyways. See, I don't get a Tech X shot off very often. When I do, it's devastating. Can you give me another shot at the virus? And you're still going to insult me. I found pills. And something good. Alright, well not really, but... You know, Bumble, that's just very rude. I'd appreciate if you didn't do that. There we go. Beautiful. And in case you're wondering, I really have nothing left to say about Dark Phoenix. The movie in and of itself was a mess from what I've heard, and it had nothing to do with that bullshit line. And from what I've heard, there weren't even that many woke moments in the movie. It's just that particular one was just so cringeworthy, considering that it's not even accurate. The women aren't always saving the men around here. Mystique. Fake-ass Mystique. That's the reason why I haven't really gone back to the topic, is I just don't really have a lot left to say. It's, even for just being like a random throwaway line, it's just so stupid that actually made it into the film. You know, complain. It's not going to change anything. It's just, you know, there's only so much woke ass bullshit I can take. Yeah, what the hell? Let's go fight Hush. Let's have some fun with this run. Sorry, Bumbo. I know you want coin and all, but I don't even know what you're going to use the coin for at this point. You're as strong as you're going to get. Let's get weird. a big fan of either of those items. No, it's an ancient recall. That's what I thought. Okay. Well, take that, I guess. Maybe. Somewhere down the road it'll be useful.
Range up.
Alright, we good? Good, let's go take on Hush. The thing about the Dark Phoenix storyline is that's one of the big ultimate storylines that X-Men has to work with, and the idea that they want to mess with it so badly, just with that silly throwaway line, with just the movie itself just kind of not being very good. It's just, I'm not even mad, I'm just disappointed. This is how things turned out, huh? By the way, this is my first run of the day, so if it looks like I'm playing like garbage, that might be why. Also, I'm dealing with the ramifications of having picked up guillotine. But the pain there is self-inflicted. I have no one to blame but myself. Oh, of course you're going to do this. Yeah, why not? Why not be a complete dick? Ow. Oh, it's very fortunate that I have the wafer and I could afford to take a chance on guillotine. Without the wafer, there was no way I would have picked it up. Lord of cheap shots. Alright, cool. On to the cathedral. Now, I'm not very familiar with all of the comics and how that all worked out. I do know that Dark Phoenix is supposed to be one of the penultimate things that happens in the X-Men universe. So to see it so horribly disrespected, and as well as just the name of X-Men being disrespected, it makes me a little sad, honestly. Yeah, it's also a little. I find it a little concerning that even Marvel's producers are unhappy with the whole thing of X-Men. Again, why does the whole man thing need to matter that much? But more importantly, do y'all not even know what X-Men is supposed to be about? Because if Marvel themselves are complaining about it, it says to me that the people working at Marvel have not only no respect, but have no clue what X-Men is supposed to be about. They're just focusing on the word man because anything with a Y chromosome is supposed to be a villain nowadays, and it just makes no sense to me. Sweet. It is short, sweet, and to the point. May I ask, why are men in general just made to be the villains of our lives nowadays? Why is that even a thing? I don't really understand why it became that men are horrible evils and abominations of society, and women are like 100% altruistic and perfect. When did that become the case? Because last I checked, qualities like that were something to be earned, not just bestowed upon someone just by the very merit of being. Call me old-fashioned, but things like that are like I said, something you're supposed to earn. Alright, well, no reason not to just go straight for the goal. Mostly because I'd like to, as strong as this run is, I would kind of like to get this 150 fire rate thing done and over with. I also don't have a lot more to say on Dark Phoenix. I think the point has already been made. Y'all fucked it up. You made it more about... Even if the movie itself isn't all about your social politics, you made it seem that way with its marketing. So, yeah, I don't blame anyone for just being like, nah, not interested. Come on, finger. Yeah, that was difficult. Alright, well, the MVPs of this run were very clearly Pong, or very clearly Finger and Bumbo. I was not the MVP. I took Tech X. I'm an idiot. So, sorry about that. But the challenge is clear. The run was fun. Dark Phoenix sucks. Don't go see it. I think we're seeing that mirrored by just about every outlet out there. It's gotten, what was it, like a 20-something% on Rotten Tomatoes? Like, I don't even visit Rotten Tomatoes that often. I haven't even gone into their whole ticket verification BS, but that's a topic for another time. The run's already finished. I'm not going to go starting a whole new topic right at the end here, so thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, subscribe to the channel to see more in the future. Like, comment, do all that fun stuff, but the best thing you can do with these videos is to share them with a friend. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I'll be seeing you. Seriously though, don't go see Dark Phoenix.